Yep. Hello and welcome to Pest Perspectives, episode number 64. This week we have on Anna Godfrey from Godfrey Pest Management and also NPTA's Women in Pest Control Committee member and first-time podcaster.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Nice to finally get a chat.
Yeah, because if people don't know, we talk on WhatsApp through voice notes.
Yeah.
About various different things, what we're up to, etc., like pest control wise, and we've never actually had a chance because if we know someone knows your voice, this will sound quite funny. At Pest Tech, Anna heard my voice and spun her head round. I know that voice. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I had that the other day actually because I get some emails sometimes on the podcast. I had this email of this chap and he always something voice, and I rang him. I know that voice. It's Shaun. I said, I listen to 10 of your podcasts. I know your voice well. And what it was is there was a product mentioned in an episode where I had my Scottish friend on, and he's got a bit of a thick accent and he didn't understand what he said. So I had to tell him what it was. Permachock, basically, by loan it was, but he's got a bit of a nice bloke, he's got a bit of a thick accent.
Yeah.
So, but just if you read the transcript, it says Permachock. It sounds like chalk. So, hello, Meg. Meg's there on YouTube.
That's my sister.
Talking about you about something before the podcast. All good stuff, though. All good stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, Jackie. Thanks for popping in. Oh, you're a YouTube star now, aren't you? You're on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. So my son might be downstairs. He loves watching YouTube and all the brain rot, but they might be watching it downstairs. So, and also prior warning, his team Southampton are playing tonight. So if we hear cheers in the background, or boos or crying, it will be that.
No, that's all right. That is. So obviously, you want to, before we get into why I brought you on, want to tell everyone how you got into pest control, because you not as traditional as a lot of people. Like saying that I joined my dad, but I think yours was similar.
Yeah. And I was trying to remember actually, because I think, had we started talking when you just qualified or you were just about to do your exams? I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember how we got to talk to each other.
I know.
I was like scratching my brain. It was like, it's like Jackie that's in chat.
Yeah.
And I think it's doing the wasp poll. Last year, I did. If you ever make yourself a wasp poll, don't tell everyone to DM you the details.
Oh, really?
I used to have a different Facebook profile called Shaun Muller Pest Control.
Yeah.
And Facebook shut it down because there's that many DMs and messages. They thought something was going on.
Oh, it was spamming. Yeah.
And I eventually found her again, and I've been speaking to. We send voice notes back and forward. She goes, "This is much easier talking, Shaun, than having to type it out."
Oh, it is though, especially like you and I, if we have something funny happen like in the day or whatever, or it's just easier to voice note, isn't it?
It is. A lot of people are quite lazy, but it's just easier.
I think you can articulate yourself better, can't you?
You can now. If you don't want to listen to it, you turn it on in your settings on WhatsApp and you actually transcribe what you've said. Well,
yeah.
I always do listen, but I notice there's a setting. It's on Instagram as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I have a feeling it was around the time you were doing your exams, because I'd not long done mine. So, or I'd done it maybe a year. But
the RSPH Level 2 award.
Yeah. You got a visitor there.
Yeah. You won't be able to see her. She just got something. But I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either. But
I will find out. I'll see if I can remember.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's been a year or so, isn't it?
At least.
Yeah. Because I have, if you don't know people, I have offered her on the podcast a couple of times.
I have, yeah, you have many times.
And it's never pressure. It's not hundreds.
No,
I just said,
it's
whenever you're ready, if you ever want to.
Yeah.
I thought this moment would come. Here we are. You've built yourself time confidence-wise, because you are better than you think. You should have more confidence in yourself, because we obviously talk, don't we? We talk about various different things.
Yeah.
You seem to be very good at what you do, and you should be proud of it.
Thank you. I am.
Nice little company you have.
It is. I think, like I said to you before I came on, it's a very big industry. A lot of people do things how they do things, and putting yourself out there. It's especially, even though I've been in the industry for 4 years now. If I go back to, you wanted to find out how I started. So originally this business was my mother-in-law's. She was semi-retired and she was working for the Riding for Disabled, and she was the stable manager there. All of my in-laws are like horsey people. So my husband's a farrier, his brother's a farrier. And so, she stepped away from being a yard manager, and she started doing pest control, mainly to bring a bit of money in to help keep her horses, and then to help with the pest control on the farm. And then I think she worked for one of the firms around here, one of the local firms, for a few years, and then went out on her own. And then I came in at around lockdown-ish time. She didn't want to do the paperwork for the business. She didn't like filing or bookkeeping or anything like that. So I started doing that for her. And at that time, like I said, I think we were in lockdown. So my husband, they were shutting down, like locking down stables. So they didn't want like multiple farriers there. So he was doing like some work, but then he did his qualification for the pest control. And so he was doing a bit of that on the side as well, which was cool. Nice. Yeah. I mean, he goes to yards, wasps, nests and rats. It's just, he's got his box in the back of the van, and it's just, it's a bit of an add-on for him. So, worked really well. And then she decided that she wanted to retire. So she asked me if I wanted the business. Obviously, Rob, my husband, he's got a well-established business now for about 20 years, 25 years. So, I did I know this is a topic close to your heart. I did the 1-day course for the rodenticides.
Oh, no issues. I've got no issues with it at all.
I remember doing it. I did it mainly so I could order for the business at the time, and order for my husband, because and then remembering that and looking up time and again, can I really go out and treat rats just doing this certificate? That didn't take me very long.
I did mine in lockdown. I did mine with kill germ. So it was literally they give you the material, you listen to it on your phone or tablet or PC or whatever. Then you did the exam when you were ready. I passed them first time, both.
I did as well.
And the rodents.
Yeah.
I've got no issue with it. If you have intentions to move on and do your I don't suggest anyone starts out and does the RSPH level 2 award in pest management. I think it's too much for someone without experience.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You should get some experience, do the basics, and then a few years later, like I did, I started in 2020. I didn't actually do my I think I didn't actually pass till 2024 time.
Yeah.
So I failed my first exam. I passed the rodents and I failed the other 2 modules. So I had to redo it. I passed next time.
No, I think that's when we started talking. because I think I remember you'd done one and then you hadn't done the other two. But so I did that, and then I found so training for me, obviously I'm a stay-at-home mum. I was working at the time as well, and doing like going away and for is it 3-5 days, something like that, just didn't work for me. And also doing that amount of like info dumping and then having the pressure of the exam on the back of it.
Are you on about are you on about the residential course at the BPC?
Yeah, I couldn't do that. No.
I had a friend on and he did that, and he didn't pass. And
no,
because some people in exam situations fall to pieces.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I mean, some people on paper are clever, know everything.
Yeah.
But when you put a piece of paper in front of them, the way they word some of the questions, they fall apart.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. And it's like it's a lot of information, and I think it's you need to know little bits of everything over such a broad spectrum of everything that it was just a lot. So I managed to find someone. I trained with Ollie Madge, and I got in contact with him, and I just said, look, this is my situation, can I train with you one-to-one, but can we do it over like a period of time? So I think I did it, we worked it out. He was great. He let me work out my own schedule, and then we would have like calls so he could teach me like one-to-one and ask some questions and do that. And so I would self-study. I still have my book now with he got me to do like loads of note cards. So like loads of note cards with like information on, and so I could train and learn how I learn effectively. And then I went down to him in Andover, which was an old stomping ground of mine, and I did my exams with him. So he sat in and I did my exams there. So and that's nearly 3 years ago now, I think. It's about 3 years ago this year. And that was that.
Sorry. Getting asked where the juice is. I'm like,
sorry, I've got kids, I understand.
Yeah.
So and then I started to slowly sort of take over the business. My mother-in-law wasn't ready to completely hand it over, but so I started taking the business over from then.
Nice. I've still got all my notes from when I did it as well. I remember that because ours was different. It was like 1 week, and then you had 2 days an exam, and another week 2 days exam. So but every time after I'd done the exam, my brain was fried. Everyone was talking. I was like, I can't take that more.
It's so much information.
People were asking like real technical questions that wouldn't even be in the exam. But I was happy on one of the occasions because there was everyone said, "What about the larvae question?" You know, woolly bear. The question, and we all talked about it after. And I was the only one. And they all go, "What did you put?" I said, "I put woolly bear." And I was the one. They went, "Yeah." Debbie went, "That would have been the correct answer." Everyone else, you didn't listen hard enough. The problem is sometimes you've got to listen, look at the question and read it a few times, because you can misconstrue what it's actually saying. It's like, what is it commonly known as? I think it was.
I remember that. I remember Ollie saying it's how they word it.
A lot of it. And you can come back to it. Sometimes some of the questions are connected.
If you read like the ones afterwards, it kind of sometimes it can flow a bit, but it's just so much information. And I think over time as well, certainly as the years go by and the more and more I'm doing this, I think if you check back in with your notes, things start to fall into place a lot better. I think
might do that. I might go back through them and have a look at it,
because then you'll read. Like I've got quite an old pest management folder. I think a lot of it probably still applies to a degree.
I've got that one too. The very
like quite an old one. Yeah, I did think about getting the new one, but I think if you read through it more, when you put everything that we've been taught into practice, it makes so much more sense. Whereas at the time of the exam, it's really abstract. And so,
like, what threw me with the insects was this, right? Never done cockroaches. That's what threw me.
No.
I didn't know anything, so it was hard for me to absorb. And there was questions on cockroaches.
Yeah,
however, next time round, I was nearly an expert. Didn't come up, did it?
No, of course not. And I've never, so I live in semi-rural Oxfordshire, so I would say 90% of my work is rodents. And I do a bit of wasp work in the summer and maybe a bit of ants, but aside from that, insects I don't get calls for. And so
like, as you say, cockroaches we don't.
No.
We never get them. I think this family, wherever they lived, I'm guessing they moved from a city. I think they brought the problem with them without noticing.
Yeah.
Because I actually said to them, I've never done a job, nor's my dad, in the whole time he's run this firm. Yeah. I think they brought the issue with them.
Oh, yeah. Is it like usually in fridges, isn't it? Bottom of fridges and stuff where the motor's warm.
They had a lot of boxes of food with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they were in the boxes. I can't prove it, mind. Yeah. It was a very rare case. I probably won't do cockroaches again for another 5 years or more. But
no, I've not. Even moths, like I don't.
I do quite a bit.
Moths, do you? I think my husband.
It's quite rural. Moths are quite a rural.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think word is getting out that I'm kind of like the rat and mouse lady. And so I'm happy to go with that. I would happily specialize in that completely. I think that's where I get most of my, I don't know, I get most joy out of any job is like doing a mouse or a rat job, even though it can be quite gross sometimes. But
but I'll be honest, since like COVID times, I mean, you do get rats and mouse jobs in the summer now, don't you? You never used to.
Do you know what? I'm seeing them in the day as well, like in the daytime, and a lot of my customers as well are saying, we're seeing them in the day. It used to be like dusk and dawn. Like here, we've had a squirrel and a rat problem. We've got an ongoing rat problem here. 3 sides of our house is surrounded by fields, and then we've got like a kind of like a tech park on the other side, and then a ditch in between, and that's where they're coming from. And I can see where they're coming and going. But my dog's had them. Sonny's had them. More. I think he's caught more than we have in. We've got traps down and stuff, but yeah, it's just
that's really, you can never really solve it, can you?
No, you can't, and not out here either. No, it's frustrating, especially when when you've seen the damage they do and the stink, and when it's getting closer and closer to your house. It's okay when they're out in the back garden, but when they're getting closer and closer to your house, it's more and more unnerving. And I think actually, as a pest controller myself, it can really help empathize. You can empathize with your customers to a degree when you've experienced that problem yourself. Yeah.
I had them in my shed once.
Oh, we had them in the shed as well.
Oh, I say shed. They're like old coal bunkers.
Yeah, we've got one that used to be the toilet block for the cottages.
We have guinea pigs.
I've got guinea pigs as well.
Not to buy the hay in a hay bale.
No.
we haven't done it since. I sorted the issue out and cleared it all out, but not happened since. But we do have guinea pigs. 8 guinea pigs. Used to have about
8. We got 3.
I've probably not shown you. I have to show you the outdoor room one day. It's massive.
Yeah, you should. Oh, I love guinea pigs. They're great.
We don't have any cats in our area. They've got a bit. They can't get out, and they're always safe. The guinea pigs are too fast.
They are fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love them.
I thought I'd shown you. I'll show you it when they're out tomorrow.
How funny that we've both got guinea pigs.
Yeah.
as well. The love of rodents, right?
Rodents.
Exactly. Rodents. That picture I sent you, that's actually a capybara sat on my lap.
Yeah,
the one that you put on the thing.
When she made it yesterday, capybara, she went, you know, because you're on YouTube, you go, capybara, capybara, capybara.
Yeah.
You know, memes. And she was like, then she did the thumbnail. She did.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, capybara. She'd love to do that.
Oh, it was brilliant. Oh, we did it for my son, and there were 4 of them, and they come over and they kind of like chit and chat away, a bit like a guinea pig, but like a bit deeper. And they're about the size of a really big dog. And I can't remember if these ones were fully grown or not, but it just sat on my lap. It just jumped on my lap, and they feel really really coarse, like really, really coarse hair. But they're docile as anything. It was so cool.
So you also are involved in the MPTA's Women in Pest Control. This is a new, relatively new committee, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we are.
So what's the idea of it? To try and obviously Women in Pest Control. But...
Yeah. So obviously I've done that article. I did the article for the MPTA last month. Are you going to bring it up? Are you?
Yeah, that was also in the newsletter, weren't it?
Yeah, it was.
Probably can't all see that. It's probably blurred on your screen.
No, it's quite tiny writing, isn't it?
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, no. So I did that. So the committee kind of joined. So there's a few of us. We all bring different things. We all have different levels of experience in different sectors. We've got new technicians. I say new, I still feel new sometimes, but you know, relatively new technicians.
I'm new.
I
said, don't feel your skill, because I'm on the board of the MPTA.
I know.
I'm the newest technician on the board.
Yeah.
I've literally not been at 2020. So what are we on? Nearly 6 years.
6 years,
not long. There's people on there that have been technicians 40+ years.
Yeah. But I think it's good that we have like those of us that are coming in and coming through. Just, you know, we see the industry we see it from a different point of view. And we have people, you know, we've got members that work in different sectors of the, you know, of the industry. And we also have, you know, people that own their own businesses. Their families may own businesses as well. And they've been in, you know, much longer than I have in some kind of form. So it's great. And we all, you know, experience the industry differently. And we all see different kind of, I say barriers. I think there aren't a lot of barriers for women to come into the industry, but I do think those barriers that are there, you know, it's a way for us to kind of bridge that gap and just try and, you know, show the wider public that actually this career is for anyone. It's not as gross as everyone makes it out to be. I remember the first time going out on my own, just thinking to myself, how on earth am I going to deal with a dead rat in a box? But you do it once and then you're like, actually, it's not that bad. And it's the same with, you know.
Do you use a litter picker like me?
No, I get my hands in there.
I don't. I use a litter picker.
Do you not? Oh, yeah, I just get in there. Yeah, I'm not bothered.
I mean, quite often, if it's a trap, you just pick the trap up and straight into the bin bag. Yeah. So I do that, but sometimes I do use a litter picker. Obviously, when it's a squirrel in the WCS, you've really got to pull it out with your hands.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, but yeah, and I think mainly, I mean, we're still quite established. We're still kind of like finding our feet with it. I think mainly, we'd love to be kind of a place where if there are women out there that, and even now if there are women out there that are looking to come into pest control, if you're in pest control and you feel quite alone with it for whatever reason, if you're finding barriers, if you're finding that, you know, you're struggling with something, and it's such a male dominated industry. I mean, we only make up 5%. It's just, I feel like we'd love to be a point of contact for those people. And also, you know, if there are employers out there that just want a female perspective, if they're looking to diversify, then, you know, we're totally open to having those sorts of conversations. So like I say, we're still quite newly established, and I think we all bring in different things around the industry that we would love to kind of have a positive impact on. So
on cue, there she goes.
Ah, there she is. Hi, Jasmine.
Jasmine, she's here you go. She's the chair of the Women in Pest Control, and she's the chair of the MPTA.
She is. She's amazing. She's yeah, I can really feel her energy. Sort of, she really wants to like get into it, you know, like learn about the industry, and certainly from a female perspective as well, because, you know, she doesn't do technician work like I do. So I'm hoping she'll come out with me one day.
I have
come down for a visit.
I have suggested this, Jasmine. Why don't you go out with a few of your committee
Absolutely.
and have a look at what to do? But no, sorry, Jasmine, I've changed the podcast, so it's 8 p.m. now. So they're all 8 p.m. That's my fault, because I used to have always half eight, but I've dropped it to 8 o'clock now. Yeah, that's my fault. I do advertise it as 8 o'clock now. But no, it'd be good to come up with you, get some hands-on experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or anywhere. I'm going to go, and at some point, I'm going to go up and see where it's all made at some point.
That'd be really cool.
Only about an hour and a half, and she says,
"Oh, it's not far then."
When she's free, I'll come up and she'll show me the factory and everything.
Oh,
I
that'd be
thought
really
she was 3 or 4 hours away, so I looked on the map and realised it's only an hour and a half away. I could do that one day.
Yeah.
And she does want a day out with you. There you go.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. I'd love to take people out with me, especially like women as well, so they can just see kind of what we do and what we get into. And actually, kind of, like I say, I think there's, for pest controllers in general, I think there's this real kind of preconceived notion that what we do is like, I don't know, it's like a necessary evil, isn't it, to a degree? Like, these jobs need to be done, but I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. I think we do see a lot of stuff that the public don't see, but actually as a career it's so much more nuanced than, you know, it's not just simply going out, seeing that there's a rat hole and then chucking bait down, is it? It's so much more than that. And I don't think people really appreciate that either, just how our minds have to work so logically, and, you know, we spot those little things that the public just don't think about.
Because I was at a job a fair few weeks ago, and the chap had a issue with rats in the garden. And he told me where he thought they were. I'd look around, I went, it's there. I said, it's there. Oh, you see that big hole? Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
So that's your trained eye, he said. That's your trained eye. Obviously, I burrow baited safely, etc. I saw it issue out. But yeah, he says that's the trained eye. He says, yeah,
it is the trained eye. And I think it gets better over time. I've certainly gotten better over time.
I'm well better
in the beginning,
than I used to be. I'm compared to now. I look, you know, I try and look for entry points, etc., which you're always supposed to do, but I was never confident in it. Now I'm confident. I look for more entry points, etc. Drive past Oakham so often, Shaun. Yeah. She was in Stamford one day having a drink with a client, then realised that, Shaun's not far from Stamford. I was like,
oh, really?
I was having posh coffee in the George Hotel.
Oh, nice.
But no, we will sort it out eventually. But yeah, it's true, Jasmine. I think the industry is really undervalued by those who are involved in it. It's true. It is. I do get the comment, I suppose you do. I often do your job. I said to her, you do. I said, a lot of the time. I said, I don't see them. She would. I says, often I see them dead. I don't actually see them running up to me a lot. I have had that. Don't get me wrong. I did a farm once.
Yeah.
And the baby came out the burrows. The babies will come right up to your feet.
Really? Wow.
baby rats have got no fear.
No, they haven't.
But yeah, that was a big job. That farm, that place has been sold off now. But yeah, but yeah, it is interesting because like that would be the biggest test if like apparently. What did you ever hear about these stories about this farm people used to go to? Pest control farm where they all learnt. I can't think what church farm or something.
Is that down here somewhere?
It's shut down now. It is. It shut down during COVID because of funding, etc.
I feel like
Alex Wade
my husband
went
to one.
Alex Wade said on the podcast a lot. He talks about it. He said, "Big testing ground. A lot of them used to chuck their technicians in with the there's a whole bay of rats, like a lot of them. And they used to chuck them in there to see if they could cope with it. Yeah.
I wonder if that is down south somewhere because I feel like I've heard of that. Like someone who
I might have got the name wrong, but that would be amazing if they could ever get something like that to be reopened again.
Oh, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool. I think it'd be really good to put that learning to like, you know, like if you went before an exam as well, because you'd be able to I feel like a lot of that information would kind of like sink in, put that learning to use before. I think it would help you answer questions and do the exam a lot more confidently.
It would. I think I'm not involved in the new feature framework for pest control. I do believe that they are adding practical elements into the exams. Good. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know, but this was all, you know, in all the survey. I'm only getting this off surveys.
Yeah,
I've got no inside knowledge. I've got nothing to do with it. I do know there's a practical element meant to be.
Yeah.
There is.
I think
There we go. John Sage.
Hi, John.
Mate. The industry is not so much undervalued by customers. It's pest control techs cutting prices to beat the imagine and competition race to the bottom.
I know how you feel about that, John.
It was good to see you at PestX in London, John. And
I go out with John. We do. I learn from John a lot from John. And yeah, I go out and do drains with him sometimes. So we chew the cud on these sorts of things, and it's really interesting to hear it from someone that who's been in the industry as long as John has. He teaches me something every time we go out. So
nice.
Yeah.
One of my first guests, John. You are?
Yeah.
We finally met at PestX. We shook hands. We did.
Oh, that's nice.
We did. But yeah.
No, and he is right though. I mean,
Mason.
Hi. No, yeah, cost is a whole thing though, isn't it? I think when you're undercutting so much, you're undervaluing yourself. I remember we had a conversation a couple of years ago about the cost of stuff, didn't we? And I think I actually sat down over like a Christmas holiday, and I went through a day in the life of like a standard day and worked out how much everything cost me in terms of mileage, how much a pair of gloves or two is, blocks of bait, and all this, that, and the other. And I set my prices to that because you can guess around and about. Very funny. The invoice would be in the price. Cheeky bugger. I sat down. I mean, I'm only a very small business as well, so it's just me on my own, out on the tools. I drop my kid off to school. I work in the day and then I pick him up from school. And, you know, if I have to work evenings, I will do. Most of the time, most people are in. So I work a very small working day, probably compared to most full-time pest controllers. So me being able to sit down and kind of calculate everything is probably, you know, people don't have the time to do that, but I did. And that's how I set my price because, you know, put a third for me, a third for and the rest goes into the, you know, a third for tax and then the rest for ticking over. So yeah, I think you have to break your costs down and actually really seriously work it out rather than making a quick buck.
The problem is he's right. It's a big issue in the industry with people I'm not mentioning any names, but there is firms out there that will do it for 30 quid a month. And then they will complain about the level of service they're getting.
Yeah.
But then if you can't match that, they don't want you. You can't match that.
Sorry, my screen's
your screen's fine.
Oh, on mine it's gone a bit dark. It's all right. I think it's just where the sun's going down.
Good evening, Darren. He is coming on soon, so there'll be another drain guy on.
Oh, great.
I've got that many guests booked up till July. I can't remember what date, but it's in the calendar.
Have you?
It is.
That's so good.
It is. But yeah, so around, have you, because obviously it's not just about trying to get more women into pest control. It's got to be the right type of woman to come in. It can't just be, I'm just ticking a box. It's got to be the right person that's passionate about this new career, isn't it? It's not just getting someone for the sake of getting someone, and it's got to be the right kind of person as well. I think I heard that on podcast once where they say it's not just ticking a box. You've got to get the right type of person. Women, diversity, etc. But the person's got to want to do the job.
They have.
It's not ticking the box. You've got to get the right kind of person you have, because not everyone has to be a pest controller to come in the industry. You could be. There's loads of different roles. You could. There is that many different roles within the industry. You don't have to be a pest technician.
No,
you are, and I am, but you don't have to be.
No, there's all sorts of different roles, isn't there? And moving around within the industry as well. I'm sure there are, different pathways, etc. It's I don't think I could do anything other than be a technician though. I enjoy it too much. I like being out with the customers. I have a nice little. I have routines as well. So I have customers that I go and see monthly, and then obviously I'm a mix of, I'd say I'm mainly residential, I think, and then I have like quite a few businesses that I service on a regular basis, and a lot of them we've had since my mother-in-law had it, so they've they've stayed, which is lovely.
That's a reflection on you, because you must be good because I've kept you on board, you see.
I hope so.
You're doing a great job.
Why. Yeah. I think it's just, you've just got to be honest with them and upfront, I think, about everything, in terms of treatment, in terms of price, in terms of, I like to work with my customers as well. So if you look at society as a whole, most people are environmentally conscious and becoming more environmentally conscious. And I know that our job, as I said before, it is a necessary evil and the job needs to be done. But that's not to say that we can't be empathetic with that customer, and we don't carry out that job with, some sort of grace, I guess. So a lot of people, when I come in, they say, oh, I really don't want to get rid of them and I feel really bad for doing it, or I wanted to do you live catch as well, is one that I get quite a lot, because obviously my tagline is I'm ecologically environmentally conscious. So that's not to say that I don't use rodenticides. I do. I just am quite heavy on when to use them and how to use them and using them safely, which we should regardless of what we use. But I'm just quite heavy with that. So, when people
live catch, you obviously explain you're not allowed to do it with rats.
I don't live catch at all. I don't live catch at all. I just snap traps for everything. But I also always use it as a chance to educate my customers as well. So I'll have people that have live caught, and then they say, oh, I've taken it, if they're in the middle of Didcot or whatever, which is like a town near us. Oh, I caught it and I took it to, the woods up the road. And it's like, that's lovely. However, they've learnt to live in a city, in a town, and you've taken them to a place where they've never been before. So it's, as much as I understand you've done that, it's quite likely that they would have perished. And so and it's the same with like off the shelf rodenticides as well. I use, a lot of people are cost of living crisis, they don't want to get a pest controller out, but it's a really good chance for us to educate our customers on, if this certainly where I am, we've got resistance, so I've got a very small amount of options now. But I sit and I explain to them, this is we have resistance in the area. If you're going to use this is the safest way to use it. However, it's not going to be as effective as me coming in to do it. But I only ever really do that when I'm on site. I won't give that advice over the phone. But yeah, it's.
Have you also noticed an uptick recently of people ringing you trying to basically get all the information out of you without you having to come and do the job? Where they want
I've had
you
a
to say
few like that, yeah.
A lot of people have been telling me recently, a lot of people have been ringing up to try and get basically everything out you're going to do for them and what to buy. And yeah, there's been an uptick in that. And I get it. People ain't got a lot of money in the economy, etc. But yeah, it's been a bit.
Do you want the job doing properly? Get someone in proper to do it.
Exactly. It's the saying, would you work on your own car if you didn't know what you were doing?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
You get the baker to do your car.
It's the safety aspect, I think, for me, mainly. It's people that just dump it down. I think I went to a place where they'd got like bags of grain bait and then taking it out, and then just, I think they were getting them, it was a drains issue. She never wanted me to kind of investigate further, but I can guarantee you that's where they were getting in, because I could see the hole through the wall in the kitchen and there was a drain right outside her window. But she was taking handfuls of it and just chucking it in like a gap between the units and expecting it to take, and it's like, well, that's not going to do anything, it's going to make them poorly. And but of course she didn't want me. I think that was I was doing the neighbour next door. And the neighbour next door said, oh, I've told the lady next door that you're coming round, and I told her that you're a lady and to not worry.
Yeah, that's nice, that.
Yeah.
That is, I bet that's reassuring for some people, because
I think it is.
It can be intimidating.
Yeah.
That is nice, I suppose. Do you get that a lot? I suppose you do get that a lot, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I do. I think it's fun, I drive up with my little black van, and then obviously I'm always answering the phone, so that I think they probably half expect a woman to answer the phone. But when it's a woman that gets out, and me, I'm really short as well, I'm like 5'1", so I'm just like this dumpy little thing with her massive like work bag and her big work boots on, carrying her ladder, like, come on then, let's get up the attic, get up in the loft and see what's going on. And yeah, and mainly like the older ladies, they love it. They just like, they think it's brilliant that a lady pest controller.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Many times I've said we do exist. We are out there. There's just not very many of us, but yeah, we are out there.
I see this comment even in America. A lot. I think there's more women technicians in America. I may be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a bigger country though as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's like my friends on my friends Jenny and Candice from Pest Control podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you listen to that one? That's a good podcast.
I haven't listened to them for a while, actually. I think when Jenny started out, I think we made a connection, but we didn't really kind of follow that up. I think we've both been quite busy, but
she's now she's a branch manager for Trio Pest Control.
Is she? That's amazing.
She works for a small local business, and they've opened up a new branch, and she's the manager.
Oh, that's incredible.
Well. She is.
Well done. That's awesome. Do you?
Yeah, not as much as, well, I try to, but she's more busy, isn't
Time difference and stuff as well, isn't it, with America?
That's the biggest issue, yeah. Time difference. It is. I have been on that podcast.
Have you?
It was all about weightlifting and health and that. It wasn't actually pest control. It was about weightlifting, why I do it, health, etc. That's why I went on it.
Yeah.
A while ago now, but yeah, I went on that. I did. Fun.
I should do a bit more weightlifting, really, but I mean, I can lift a manhole cover, so it's fine.
I do mine for mobility. I broke my knee twice. I need to stay strong.
I think you do in this industry anyway, don't you? If you think about how if you're hauling yourself up a ladder and getting up and down off the floor, like if you're looking under units and stuff, and we need it though.
I actually did do an article last year in the MPTA newsletter. Might have to redo one because it's a similar. Maybe I might do one. An updated version, a different picture.
Updated version, yeah. There's a really good guy on the internet, or just looking up calisthenics, which is body weight exercises. I don't know if you started doing that before you started lifting weights, but my husband, as being a farrier, he's bent over a lot and gets a lot of like rotator cuff injuries and stuff, but he does calisthenics, and that's just body weight exercises, and it's just functional movement that you can do. It doesn't take long. You can do it in about 10 to 20 minutes, and it's just functional movement to keep you mobile.
That's I'll have a look. I will. Well, obviously,
I do.
I prefer to be down the gym.
Yeah, I know. I bet there's just like, I mean, I know
a lot of people down there, like, it's kind of, when I started out, I was very weak.
Yeah.
Maybe now, from when I'm one of the bigger people at the gym.
Yeah.
Not the strongest, but but you all start out somewhere, don't you?
You have to start somewhere.
But I know my limits. I won't go above my limit.
Yeah.
Some people think my limit's a bit high, but it's not. I remember, although I've lost nearly 10 stone or whatever, I'm still a big guy, so I've still got a lot of power behind me.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, I can lift a manhole cover. I can lift. I'll help my husband with boxes of shoes.
Heavy.
They are. Yeah, I've done them. I've done them before. I can't remember if I wrote about it in the article. I think I might have done, but I remember doing one of those with the little plastic.
No, have you lifted the ones where they're in two halves? You got to pull that layout. I had me and my dad, and that was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
2 of us.
Yeah.
The one about the ones with a bit of plastic was the bricks.
That are like put into flagstone floor, like paving.
I think they're ridiculous.
They are. The amount of ones that just break, the handles just break. It's ridiculous. But I can lift one. I mean, you don't necessarily have to lift the whole thing. If you can get one edge out, you can drag it. I think that's a misconception there, that you need to be strong. There are ways and means of doing things.
Yes, but also there is equipment if you need to.
There is equipment, so that's not like a barrier to a woman. If you can climb a ladder, you can drag something, and it's not. There are ways and means. I can lift boxes of horseshoes. They're about 75 kilos.
What I didn't notice in your article is that you said that you lifted the drain cover while the man in the house stood there watching you.
He did. He stood there and watched me do it. And I think it was more because he probably, I mean, I'm probably assuming, but maybe he didn't want to get dirty. I don't know. Really? But yeah, and that was the flagstone, one of the flagstone ones.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah. And it was like, no, it's fine. I got it. I'm on it. Don't worry. Huh?
No, I'm stronger than you.
It is a little bit sometimes.
You want to say, prove to me you can lift it. I'll let you put it back.
Yeah. And then I've done buildings before where we have quite a lot of like I think they're Victorian houses in the town, and they're cast iron ones, and I can lift those ones pretty easy.
So sometimes we actually have sometimes with old builders, they cement them in, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. So I've actually said to a customer, you're going to have to get someone to get this fixed and sorted. I can't get it open. And it's not my job to break so you're going to have to get someone out to open it. Make sure it shuts and closes. I don't know what goes on in builders' heads sometimes. I'll just seal this up. I think
I've had one. I think I've done one with John actually before, and it was the house was at the end of like all the mains from the houses came and ended at this one, and it kept like overflowing, and the guy was told to seal it shut with something. And so
who told him that?
I can't remember. He said Thames Water, but I don't know. I think someone it was awful. It was so bad. And then he'd had like some kind of valve put in. I can't remember the details. John will probably remember, but some kind of big old plastic valve that a rat could just gnaw through in no time at all. It was absolute shambles, honestly.
Yeah, and
that place flooded twice.
I don't believe a water board would tell you, because that man, they actually own the main line going through all the houses. They own it.
Yeah. It was the one on his property, but it ended up he had to have a new one dug because he'd sealed it shut and you couldn't get it open, and they had one next to it, like a plastic, like just it was crazy. It is mad what you see, isn't it?
It is, yeah. There's some crazy laws too. It's like, you obviously know this, I think. If you have a conservatory built, you've got a drain in that, like the situation you had there. You've got to get an overbuild agreement with the water board, because it's actually their drain.
Oh,
so there's been cases where the drain is blocked or something. Someone's had a brand new extension put on their house. It's flooded kitchen, and the water board, not mentioning any names, but they can come in your house, open up rip up the kitchen, and then they're not liable for it at all.
Oh, I've had one of those before as well. She's like, I can't understand why I'm getting rat problem, and it's like the builders have literally built and resin or this weird like PVC flooring. I think it's a pour floor, and she's like, I can't understand how they're getting in. It's like, well, they built over the, it's awful.
Yeah. Have you been on the I don't suppose you need it though. You ever been on the MPTA's rodent problem solving course? You specialise it. You do more rats, but I'll be honest, I don't know if you'd need it, because you're that.
I don't know. I'm always up for more learning. I love learning, so
it does sound good.
Yeah,
it does sound good.
Any excuse really to learn a bit more.
Some of my photos are on that course now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was chatting to Mark Wenmer that does it, and whether they do different versions, depending which technical trainer does it. And I sent him some photos. I was saying I've done some proofing today. And I sent him some pictures of some vent guards being done and some Chad pipe blockers, so the rats can't get up the downpipes.
Oh yeah.
He's been showing them off at the course.
Oh, really?
Another avenue for people to try.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Jackie told me it's in chat. She went to one, and I got a mention. So the Jason here.
Yeah.
He makes them.
What was that? He said he had a practicing Buddhist just
practicing. Yeah, he had a practicing Buddhist yesterday customer. That was a bit challenging. I don't know what he meant by that.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Ethically.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. It's it's very hard with customers like that. I think empathy goes a long way. It's it is a hard one. I think I certainly, when people contact me and they say, I really, I don't mind them being in the garden, but they're in the hat, and all that, I don't like them being in the shed or in the garden or what have you, but I don't want to kill them. And it's like, well, that's what I do. Like, in terms, if we can proof them out, let's proof them out first. And then we can trap, and then if we need to, we'll do rodenticides. But the kindest thing that we can do is to trap them and remove them. And I go quite, I tell them I don't do it for fun. I don't do this job for fun. I do it for public health. And I think, that's exactly what it is.
Good night, John. Take care. Yeah, you don't want another one of them. No,
please don't.
No, 2.5 stone in 2 months. So I've got to get some methotrexate in me, he's told me. I have, and I'll lose loads of weight. No,
I hope he's not got any more he says he has little jobs on. Oh, I'm just doing a little job. And I don't trust him ever that he's doing a little job, because he can't sit still. So
I know you trust his
Go and
little
rest,
with him.
please. Huh?
Good night, John. Yeah,
Night, John.
Thanks for popping in, though, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do a lot more proofing now. We actually, when we do the job, we go around and offer them. We say to them, "You can either do this, or we can do it." And recently, a lot of people have been taking us up on it.
Oh,
But
really?
I never guarantee that a rat will never get in again. I say these are what's it called? Avenues. We can seal up, but I can't. You never want to guarantee that you'll never get an issue again, because
I don't think you can, though, can you?
They could come through the drains, couldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you can ever guarantee it.
But it's the way I word it. I always word it so it doesn't sound like it's this is the main option. But recently, I've had a big uptake on people actually saying yes to the quote. I've told people that you can do this yourself if you want to as well.
Yeah.
Recently, a lot of people.
I'm apprehensive to do that kind of work just because I'm not a builder. I mean, I can do certain types of proofing.
I mean vent covers and
sure, like little things like that. I would, but no.
Holes and stuff.
Yeah.
But as for the bigger stuff, I don't do the bigger stuff.
No, I don't either. No, I don't. I wouldn't want to damage someone's house. I mean, it's certainly something. If there was a course out there that did like more in-depth proofing, then maybe I'd be inclined to do it just so I could learn it and maybe do it myself. But yeah,
I've not seen any courses that actually on proofing. Bird proofing, yes.
Yeah,
but not on actual general proofing. I've never seen it, but where they actually teach you how to do this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I think I've done.
Obviously,
I've listened.
A vent cover is easy to put on. Downpipe is easy.
I think I've listened to a webinar back in the day, and someone said about it's good to go on like a general sort of DIY course, but I've never been able to find one that might sort of cover that sort of thing. It's getting dark now, isn't it? I should probably put the light on.
Slightly. But yeah, it's been a lot of people in chat. You brought the people.
Have I?
It's been a constant 7. It's been a constant 7 to 10 people live.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I've practically showed most of the messages.
Yeah.
This is one of John's earlier ones. Maybe even buy a couple of Bentley Continentals. He sold it has gone recently, isn't it?
Has it?
Didn't you see his Facebook post?
I don't do social media at all.
I forgot.
No.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
I do a bit of LinkedIn, and even then it's like I might drop in now and again, but no. It's a bit loud for me.
No, it is. You are right. That's where all the
a bit loud.
Start.
Yeah, I just
addictive too.
Yeah, it's a good way of shutting down, I think, from a day. Just do a bit of doom scrolling or what have you.
Yeah, careful though. If you're on TikTok, it's 3 hours later.
Is it?
So I don't do it anymore, but it can be.
Are you still using it for business?
I need to do more content on it, but I still do it. Yeah. But I need to make more videos of me talking, because them videos kind of work better, I think.
What, like these little snippets of like podcasts and things like that?
And I'll be honest, I've got hundreds of clips I could put on socials already.
Have you?
It's more than me. I mean to do it. I was going to have it where I was going to have 2 or 3 clips a day on socials.
Yeah.
Then you've got to schedule it all. And
yeah.
The podcast could be bigger, but it's time. See?
There are things that do it, isn't there?
Oh, there is, but it all costs, doesn't it?
There's all platforms, isn't there?
It all costs, though, doesn't it? It's not cheap.
Yeah. No, it's not.
For this, I pay for StreamYard, and then I pay for Canva's Professional. But
I like Canva, yeah.
We do open pest control content on it, and my wife makes thumbnails.
Yeah.
But if you ever see a thumbnail, they're not all. If it doesn't look amazing, if it looks crap, it's me that's done it. It's not. She's made most of them recently.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention?
I don't think so. I'm not really sure. Is there anything you wanted to ask?
I think we've pretty much covered it. Yeah. Oh, see, it flowed well.
It did. I can't believe it's been an hour.
Pest Perspective hoodie on.
I love it. Great.
I wore that Pestex. I was thinking loads of people will come up to me. No one knew who I was.
No.
I had probably 3 or 4 people. And I thought, but a lot of the Pestex is different. A lot of it's like a lot of bigger firms and stuff.
It's, yeah, I remember the first time.
But there was some small 1-man, 2-man bands.
Yeah.
Etc. But at MPT, I know I'm a board director, but I got noticed no end of that Pestex. I thought, I'm going to get swamped again. I didn't. It don't matter. Loads of people listen to the podcast. I don't do it for that. I do it to help people in industry. That's what it's for.
I think that's why I do the articles and stuff as well. It's just little, I think it's just little bits, kind of humanizes it, I guess, in a way. You know, we're not just going out and about and doing our thing. It's, you know, like I said before, there's so much more to being a pest controller than just going out and doing our job. It's so much more nuanced than that.
Oh, it is. It's like we kind of spoke at Pestex, but not for long. That seems to happen, doesn't it? Because it's so busy.
It does.
That Birchmire thing's called that Birchmire. Did you see it? The Birchmire pump.
Yes.
Right next to well, that's caused no end of issues. That has
it?
The price he told me on the stand was $180 all in.
Right. How much is it?
It was. We bought. Jason bought one, and he's returned it since. And he bought the base model, which he said it came with everything, and that was like £200 something.
Really?
Apparently now, though, I mean, they rang me back saying I wanted to know how much one was, but I think it's coming in at £340.
Oh wow!
Now, I don't know if that's plus VAT or not, but yeah, there's been a lot of confusion on what the price is for it.
Yeah,
I still need to find out if that's plus VAT or that price might be wrong. I don't know. There's something. I don't think
weird going on somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think they had it right before they advertised it. To be honest.
Yeah,
but it does look a good bit of kit, though. To be fair, it'd be easy. You wouldn't have to keep pumping up. You could leave it because it's got holds its charge. You can turn it off and turn it on, and you wouldn't need to pump it up.
Oh, that's really cool.
When you're going through, it's just sometimes you have to walk through people's houses, don't you?
Yeah,
I haven't got to do wasp nests.
I haven't got soldiers.
Well, that would be great.
Yeah,
that would. But that was the best thing I found at that show. But when I know how much it actually is, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how much it'll be.
Yeah, I do. I've still got like, I think it might be my mother-in-law's even. It's, you know, we've still got it and the lance is still going, although I struggle with the lances. I find them quite difficult to control sometimes. But to be fair, and I'll be honest, I don't enjoy doing wasp nests at all. At all. It's just, it's not my favourite thing to do.
I don't mind it. I might say it's one of my favourite jobs, but
Is it?
Yeah. Jackie's got a question for you.
Yeah.
How are you advertising yourself, Hannah?
I'm on Google. I managed to get on Google Business.
Are you limited
after a while because it's quite
limited now then?
No, I'm not limited.
No, sorry, Google Business. I thought you meant Google Guaranteed.
Yeah, like Find My Business. So what I'm finding is where I live, a lot of people actually really want like hyper local businesses. So I've managed to put myself on the map, and also word of mouth. I would say a lot of my customers now know someone who needs someone, and so my name kind of gets like bounced around quite a lot in terms of my friends. You know, I've had aunties say that they're, you know, like their nieces and nephews have said for me to, you know, have recommended me. So yeah, and when I do go to people and they have found me on Google, they always say, you know, oh, we've looked through reams and reams of other, I know I'm not very high up the list, but they've looked at reams of other pest controllers, and they click on them and they look like that they're from the area, but then you go on them and they're like an 0800 number, and it turns out they're like a franchise, or they advertise that they're in the area, but they're actually like in Northampton, which is like an hour and a half away. Or I think people are getting wise to the larger companies, certainly like the franchise companies as well.
I get hit by them because I'm called Pest Control. The likes of Able, they actually advertise their name and say they are Oakham Pest Control on the ads.
Do they really?
Can't do no, because they haven't said they're Oakham Pest Control Limited. But Able do.
Oh yeah, but still.
Pest Express do it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are getting wise to it.
They are, and I think also, you know, I've been into jobs, and I'm not joking, I have been into a job before where the pest technician of a larger company, I couldn't tell you which one it was, had left, and then the landlord called me and said, I do not like what this pest controller has done, can you please come out, I want a second opinion. And I've been with them within the hour. And I've had a lot of people have been stung by larger pest control companies that have gone in, done the work, and just left bait and not gone back and picked it up. There's nothing on the box to say what it is. The one I said about just now, where they asked me to go in literally an hour after that other pest controller had gone in. The customer had seen rats in the kitchen, seen them with their eyes. You could see the paw prints where they'd like come through the wall, and they'd put a mouse box down with rodenticide in for a rat. And I was like, and yeah, again, there was nothing on the box to say what it was, so I couldn't tell you what it was in there. I put a trap up because it was clearly one, and I caught it the next day.
You know what a lot of them do, though, don't you? And they put these mouse boxes down. Customer doesn't realise it, but they've sold the customer the box with the bait in it.
Yeah.
The customers don't often realise that they've actually bought it. And you'll find a lot of I'm not going to say a particular brand, but there is a particular company that sells stuff in the shops, but when they do domestic jobs, they just give them the domestic version with the box.
My issue with this is, sorry, I've just cut you off, but and I've had this question as well, is someone asked me, so how does the public get rid of that? Because as a pest controller, I have to like sign it off and it has to be sent away somewhere special. So how does a customer who's left with rodenticide that's not been eaten, and the company is charging them to come out and get it, an additional fee, how does our customer get rid of that safely?
I don't actually know that question. I'd imagine most of them would just chuck it in the bin normally.
I know.
But I don't know the real answer to that one.
It's something that another lady asked me, and I said, to be honest with you, I have no idea.
I mean, if it was a pest controller, as you know, you can recycle the bait. You can use it elsewhere. On different jobs if it's not too
bad. Yeah.
And I do recycle a lot of my stuff.
I do as well. I have very minimal wastage.
But yeah, you've got me there because I can't answer that one.
If anyone can answer that, I'd love to know the answer, just because, you know, out of interest, it's you know,
I think some of them they're not selling, they don't realise. I think some of the big ones, they're selling them actually over the counter bait in the boxes. They don't realise it. So some of it's amateur bait.
Yeah.
Not saying it is, but that's what I think some of them do. The big ones.
Yeah.
Not mentioning any names though. You could probably work it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Jackie, you also get. Oh right. He also gets it too. With her company, Able do it to her as well. Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Got massive variants. Oakham Pest Control. Open Pest Control guaranteed results. They've got like 6 to 8 different variants of it. They do stop it sometimes and they start it again. I've actually rang them before to ask them where Paul is. Who's Paul? Well, he's owner Open Pest Control. Oh, we're not. And the minute they realise, they go, we're not Open Pest Control, but we're national advertising. They don't admit they're Open Pest Control.
That's so cheeky, isn't it?
It is. But we still get enough work. We do.
Yeah. I was going to say, they must see you as a threat if they need to do that.
I do put a post out every so often and say, if you ever ring Open Pest Control, and it sounds like we're in a national call centre, it's not us, always ask for Shaun or Paul Muller. There's no one else in the firm. That will confirm that it is us. We have a van with a big friendly cartoon wasp on it.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah. Jackie agrees with you too. The general public buying over the counter are allowed to chuck it in the bin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're allowed to. I suppose if you were to read into the rule book, they probably ain't. But most people, they don't read the back of the packet. I imagine it may be on the packet.
It might be.
Oh no. But as we know, a lot of them don't read the label.
Oh no, like I say, I've had people 100-gram bags or whatever and just sprinkling like the tiniest little bit and expecting it to do the job. I'm like, no, you're just really.
People saying you need. I said, if you're going to do that, you need like bags and bags and bags and bags.
That's what I said. Yeah, you need to keep it.
That's if they eat it.
Yeah, exactly. They might have had a little, and that's the other thing as well. You know, you teach the customer if you don't put enough down and they don't eat enough, you're just going to make them poorly, and they won't. You know. Plus, we have a lot of resistance here, so you know.
Yeah, tell you what, it's been a really fun conversation.
It has. Yeah.
It has. Yeah. I think we covered most things. We put the world to rights, didn't we?
Yeah.
We weren't controversial.
I hope
we were just saying what the vast majority of people said about bait. You know.
Yeah.
When it comes to the public, we all kind of had the same view. But yeah, it's been a good conversation.
It has been a good conversation.
Have you got any last thoughts for people on anything, if you want to say anything?
I would say, in terms of like the Women in Pest Control Committee, we're always, you know, if you want to join, if you've got anything you want to ask, anything, you know, we're totally approachable. So, you know, we want to try and make it just as easy for women to get into the industry as possible. And I think the main thing of that is to be representing them in a way that, you know, shows the career, shows it as a really good job. Like I say, it works around my family incredibly well. If I need to do a bit of work in the evenings, I can do. It's, you know, it's I can't champion it enough as a career for everyone really, but you know, there's just such a small amount of us that you know, we don't exist if we're not seen. So someone, you know, we need to be seen to, you know, you get what I'm saying.
I mean, in general, I will say that there is a big stigma in the industry. I'm not on about women. I'm on about, let's just say, old-fashioned attitudes from a lot of older men within the industry. I wish it would go away, and I think it's getting better. But there is a lot of, you know what I mean, old mentalities.
Yeah.
You know, women pest controllers can be the same, or if not better sometimes. There shouldn't be any divide, but I've heard things before in the past, and it's not to do, it does not make you better a pest controller being a man or a woman. You can be equal, or you can be better than one another. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be brought down to if you're a man or a woman.
No, absolutely not.
Anyone can be a pest controller if they've got the passion, they want to do it. It shouldn't matter. It's not exactly a bit. I mean, I know you have to use a little bit of strength, but it's not always the biggest, most physical job, because you're not always. I mean, yes, there is lost spaces, etc. But equally, obviously, I'm bigger. But I would say if you were a lady and you were smaller, that would be a benefit.
Yeah, it is. I was going to say, you know, not everyone can get up in a loft hatch.
Exactly. There's some loft hatches where I literally can only put my head through it.
Yeah. Oh no, I get right in there.
You know them houses where the builders have been lazy and they've not cut them right. Them,
yeah. Oh, I go up into thatches quite often, like thatched roofs, so they're all like really low and cobwebby, and the holes are like tiny. But I can get in there.
There you go. Benefit.
Jackie's saying, I wish the women in pest control had been around when I started. It's a good thing for the up and coming ladies, I think.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah, I talked to Jackie great. As well. Not yet met her. Hopefully meet her at some point.
Yeah. No, I hope that we can do good things. As I say, it's more as like a point of contact, I think, at this stage. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
At some point when you're all ready, when you've got some, not the mic. We'd have some of the committee members on with Jasmine to have a chat about anything that's going on. It's a goal of mine, but I've obviously got to wait till you're more established and you've got a lot going on, because these committees are hard to. It takes time for things to get off the ground, basically. Doesn't it?
It does. It does. Like I say, each of us is bringing things that are important to us to it, and so it's working with everyone as a group to get those ideas off the ground. And
it's been a good conversation. So
it has.
Get a lot of good feedback off this. I'm sure we will. I always do.
Do you?
You might have an influx of messages soon about the women in pest control. You never know.
Well, yeah. I mean, search me off, but if you've got any questions or anything, then totally open to it.
LinkedIn. Tell them LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn.
Did you want to? I don't know. I mean, did you want to promote yourself or anything? I suppose there's not really.
There's not a lot to promote, to be honest. I think really, I mean, I'm just a pest controller like everyone else. Probably a majority of the people that are listening to this. I think, it's more. I think more for the Women in Pest Control Committee. I think if we can get more people sort of involved in that, or just like I said, feedback. If you've got any questions or anything, or if there are women out there that want to become pest controllers, totally happy to have them come out with me. If you need, signposting to things like workwear and stuff like that, because I find workwear really hard. Good fitting workwear is quite hard for me. That's kind of a personal passion project of mine. As I said, I'm only 5'1", so for me, PPE and workwear is quite hard to find that fits and say, bad fitting PPE isn't safe. So
most workwear, to be honest, is made with men in mind, isn't it? The body shape.
It is. There are companies out there and there are suppliers out there. I would say probably the immediate suppliers that we have in the industry don't openly, like in their catalogs and stuff, don't have women's sizes and things. So I've gone to a company and bought boot covers before, but I've had to then phone them and contact them separately in my own time to order those, and for them to come separately from my order, because they can get them, but they come in, and it's just sort of small barriers like that. Glove sizes, for example, I've only got small hands, so it's having to find somewhere, and usually you have to call, and they're small barriers, but we can get over them. As I say, it's a personal passion project of mine, with workwear and safety wear, and there is a big push in the construction industry at the minute with women, and there's actually about the correct fitting PPE and workwear. Again, it's not safe if it doesn't fit, so putting a woman in a men's large high-vis jacket or coat or t-shirt or trousers where they're baggy, and they can get caught, and it's dangerous. Boots that don't fit properly, gloves that don't fit properly, too big, they're going to get snagged, and but there's I saw on LinkedIn before I came on, actually there is a PPE campaign going through Parliament at the moment through one of the unions, about, you know, making sure that, you know, legally it should all be supplied. But yeah, that's just a big thing for me.
I know, it's good to hear. It is. You probably get
It's
people
safety
looking
at the
at
minute.
campaign up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's health and safety at the end of the day.
So thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Oh wow.
Later. You will be.
Listen to myself tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, hang on, we'll just end the podcast. But
yeah,
everyone, if you could like, share, and subscribe, and if you're on Spotify, everyone, I know a lot of you watch, at least 80 odd of you watch on Spotify, and I'm pressing the follow button. If you could press the little star button, give me a review, it'd be great. And on Apple Podcasts, got one review on Apple Podcasts, and a lot of you listen. Just drop us a review. And if I can read it on Apple, I will message me and I'll read it. I will. Yeah, I will. But a lot of people, the reviews help it, and more people see it. Mm. Yeah, if you could help by doing that, or dropping a comment on whatever platform you're watching on, that would be a great help. But anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. All right, and thanks everyone, and thanks Hannah.
Thank you.